think so for the first time we're shooting an episode with an OSD. So शुरुआत में I want you to describe what are the designations you are holding currently.
Hi, nice meeting you.
Hi.
As of now, I am holding the charge of OSD to CM as well as the Deputy Director School Education.
Okay.
So I am doing the dual responsibility now. But I hope in the coming year, I will be relieved from the school education.
Okay.
And I will be completely attached to the CM's office.
Okay. Like, can you give a brief about what is the role? Like this was your designation.
Yes.
But for the layman people, a brief कि आप क्या-क्या चीजें करते हो?
We assist the Honorable Chief Minister.
Okay.
Actually, CM's secretariat is there.
Okay.
So he has his principal secretary, there is commissioner secretary, additional secretary. So that is the administrative setup. And in his chief minister's office, there are two OSDs, officer on special duties. So we assist the Honorable Chief Minister in all aspects related to the functioning of the CMO.
So we are currently sitting in a school because today you have a felicitation program after this.
Yes.
So I want to get back to your school days. Like many people don't know, like you are basically Tamilian, right?
Yes.
A Tamilian serving in the land of Nagas, Nagaland. How was the journey? How it all started?
Basically, I started my career as a teacher,
Okay.
as a high school teacher in the year 91. And then I joined a private college as a lecturer. I worked there for nearly 2 years. And then I joined in the government service.
Okay.
I joined as a postgraduate teacher in physics. I worked as a postgraduate teacher for 16 years. And I got promoted to the post of principal in the year 2012.
Okay.
So 2012 to 2017, I worked as a principal. And then from 2018 to 2022, I served as assistant director.
Okay.
And then in 2022 May, I got promoted to the post of deputy director. And this year, in the month of April, I got attached to the Honorable CM office.
Many people might think you might be in state civil service or a central civil service, but you are not a civil servant, but you are still in the CMO. So if you can describe in that part, because many people have a misconception that only civil servants serve in the CMO.
Generally, only civil service officers are posted in CMO. So we have IAS officers and NCS officers, Nagaland Civil Service officers. And this is the first time an officer from the education department is...
It's the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first time an officer from the education department is posted at the CMO. So I'm thankful for the Honorable Chief Minister for the trust he kept on me and in my department.
How this thing happened? Like what, as you were discussing that during COVID, there's some of the initiatives you took, and that was the reason that it went in the eyes of chief ministers.
Actually, when the COVID came, the year 2020, so in the management of the educational services at that time, generally people, they have not believed that in a state like Nagaland, we can conduct the online education successfully. So at that time, I worked under Mr. Shanavas IAS. He was the principal director.
To the CM, sir?
No, in the education department.
Okay.
So he was the principal director, and I assisted him in conducting the online education. So that's how we came into limelight. Otherwise, our role was restricted only to the school education. Like people, teachers will be knowing, school heads will be knowing, but public were not knowing who is he. And even other department officers also may not know. Only some of my friends will be knowing that I work there. But when we have taken some initiatives, so that initiatives we could do it successfully. And we reached almost every corner of the state with the online education. So for that, My principal director, he was awarded the Governor's Gold Medal,
Okay.
and I got awarded Governor's Commendation Certificate. So that our dedication and teamwork, I think, brought me into the eyes of the CMO, means Chief Minister's Office. So that's how I got the attention of the officers of the CMO and the Honorable Chief Minister.
But mostly around how many years now you are in the service?
I came to Nagaland in 21.
Okay.
So I have 5 more years.
You came to Nagaland when? 2021?
No, 1991.
1991. Okay.
91.
So I mean to say, how many years running in the service?
In government service?
Yes, yes.
In government service, I joined in the year 96.
Okay. 96 means around 23, 29 years. 29 years.
Yeah.
So, 96, no, 7.
Yeah.
So in these years, let's take around, you have an experience of 25 years in the service. Okay. So in this 25 years of the service, you mostly have the experience of teaching as a professor or managing the education department. But when you came to know for the first time that you were going to be in CMO, how was the situations like? Were you emotional, nervous? Any run happens that how will I manage or how will I hold the thing?
No, it's entirely different.
Okay.
Entirely different. Like when I was in the school, my role was teaching the children. Okay. So purely one dimension. And when I became the principal, it was say like 3 dimension. So one side students, other side teachers. Then
you're principal of which school?
Government Higher Secondary School, Bandari in Oka district.
Oka district. Okay.
So there one side students, other side teachers, and the third side is parents.
Okay.
So that was a 3 dimension. And then when I came to the educational directorate, it became a 4 dimension. Means we involved with the public also. When the government directorate is managing the entire school administration, we need to see the public version also. Suppose we take an action, so how the public will perceive it. So in that way. So but now when I am in this CMO, like frankly saying, I need to understand what the Honorable Chief Minister thinks from his face, what he thinks, because we are there to assist him. So it is understanding his views, his ideas, and what he feels. So we have to assist him. So basically, he is the topmost officer of the state. So we work to ease him.
Sir, as you were discussing just few times back, that in your role currently, you have to look after the CM sir and you have to understand what he is going through.
Yes.
This process is, I think, one of the difficult or challenging process, because if a work has been given to you that this is the work you need to do,
Yes.
you can do it.
Yes.
But at the same point of time, understanding what the man wants and
Yes.
what is his vision,
Yes.
moreover,
Yes.
how is it?
It takes time.
Okay.
It takes time. Still, I feel like now I am under probation.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
Eh.
Because, I have joined in the month of April.
Uh-huh.
It took some few months' time
Uh-huh.
to get adjusted with the environment.
Uh-huh.
So now I feel like a student.
Okay.
So it will take little more time
Uh-huh.
because the Honorable Chief Minister is a man with vision.
Okay.
So when working under a man with vision, we need to understand his visions fully.
Huh.
After that only we will be able to do our duties efficiently. So it will take little time.
Like what you felt like when you have been working as a teacher and into the education department, you have a major chunks of ideas that you are used to it.
Yes.
What are the major challenges currently you are facing that? As you said, you are on a provision, so I want to get into that.
Okay.
What are the learnings you are going through?
See, learning in the sense, like now I am with a person who decides the fate of the state. So his decisions makes how the state will function. So at that time, we have different departments. So the department's officers, they work under their rules and regulations. But finally, it is the CM who decides. Who decides. And we are like not there to involve in those things.
Okay.
We are basically to do anything as desired by him.
Okay.
So far as his desire is the command. What he wants, we do it.
But sir, while coming, we were discussing about one thing that in this post, basically, many a times, maybe intentionally or unintentionally, one tries to be a yes man. But I think being a leader, he always don't want a yes man, because he knows if somebody can define me, if somebody can give me ideas which can change that other concept, that is acceptable. So how you see to it? Like if I'm a budding officer, and like what will be your ideas that what should I look into?
See, generally there is one thing, whenever a person work in sensitive places like this, do what is expected from you.
Okay, that's great.
That we have to keep in mind.
Okay.
Don't interfere anywhere you are not supposed to interfere.
Achha.
And then generally when we work in the power center, so the most powerful person of the state, we have to be very cautious. Means I should not utter a word which I am not supposed to utter. If I am asked to give an opinion, I can give the opinion. And if I am asked to get a report on a particular matter, I can get the report on the particular matter. But never an officer should venture into an area where he is not asked to do.
Yeah.
Like basically our role is like listening.
Okay.
Suppose the Honorable CM wants some works to get done. So we contact the officers in the department, we follow it up. So we are just, you can say, like messengers.
Okay.
We carry the message of the CM. So we are messengers, and it's like an opportunity or a situation may come, whether my view is asked, since I worked in the education department and I have a good experience there. Sometimes my view may be asked, but unless your views are asked, don't venture into it. Since when he looks after the administration of the entire state, he needs some supporting staff.
Okay.
So we are basically employees to extend whatever the work is asked to do.
Many people, even I, was very curious when I met for you for the first time, and today also while talking, that you're serving in Nagaland. In out of the world, people are very curious. Did people accept you? or what are the challenges you faced? So if you can share your journey on this.
No, challenges in the sense like I started my career as a teacher. So the people of Nagaland give more respect and regards to teachers.
Okay.
So as a teacher, I never faced challenges, any challenges.
Okay.
But I faced challenges when I became the principal.
Okay.
Because the community expect something from the principal.
Okay.
And when as a principal you want to do something.
Can you go a bit defining this? What community expect? Because
Like-
here things are different.
See, a school principal is a person who can change the life of thousands of students. Right. So if the principal is not executing his duties perfectly, or if he is not discharging his duties with a real interest, that I will sit in the chair, I will get retirement or transfer, I will go, I will drop my salary. That is one way. And second thing is, I can change the life of thousands of students.
Yes.
So when I try to change the life of the students, there is a static mindset. You work with people, teachers with mindset, students with mindset. So when you try to change, there the resistance comes. So in order to break the resistance, it's a little challenging work. So during my tenure as a principal, I got the complete support of the public and students.
Okay.
So I faced little resistance in bringing changes in the school, but eventually my staff also they understood.
Acha.
So they started giving the cooperation.
Like, is it so easy the way you are saying right now? Or as we're discussing, the success is always seen and not the pain?
It's, you can say it was not so easy. It was not so easy because
There were times when you felt like, let's leave this or go somewhere.
no, there was a time. There was a time like do or die.
Acha.
Do or die. Because when you try to bring changes, then everyone will not take the things with positive attitude. Like even I faced some situations like somebody took like that, you are an outsider, you came from Tamil Nadu and you are trying to control me.
Yeah.
I am a Naga, you try to control me. So that I will not take it easily. There were few, not all, there were few. So managing those situations was a big challenge. Because I make it clear again, out of majority, only I face this with very few people. But when at that time I thought, either I should give away. So if I give up, my career is over. Career is over in the sense, I will be just like one along the 100. But if I don't give up, then I will be a man then who can get the things done. So I preferred for the second one. So that is how I got noticed by my superiors in the department.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you can describe those nights, because there will be many people who are watching and who are fighting their own personal battles right now. We all go through.
Yes.
Even I am also going through my personal battles. How was it in reality when you thought, let's leave? And when that acceptance, fear of acceptance, as you were sharing.
See, that depends upon your determination.
Okay.
Nothing comes so easily. So if you want to achieve something, at sometimes you need to take risk.
Yeah.
If as a leader, if you don't take risk, then you cannot think of a success.
Okay.
So when I was the principal, I took certain risk.
Okay. What risk?
As I said, overcoming certain issues with some human beings, like how can a man from outside come and control us? But I could succeed it because except that one or two, the remaining people all were behind me.
Okay.
So they understood that whatever I was doing was for them. So my people from the society, my students, the parents, they all were convinced that what this man is doing for us. So because of that, they supported me. So because of their support, I could come.
And that time, now you are an OSD to the Chief Minister. Maybe many people won't go in a direct attack to you, but that time, it was very easy for anybody to attack you in that way. So you feel that standing at that time when you have nothing, when you have something, you have that potential mental peace, or your energy comes. But when you have nothing and you're fighting alone, that gives a different boost.
See, there was a situation like I got even life-threatening.
Okay.
I was told, tomorrow morning you will not be alive.
Okay. That time you were a principal?
I was a principal.
Okay.
So told that tomorrow morning you will not be alive. Get ready. I told, my doors are open. Today I will not close the door. I will sleep by keeping the doors open. You are welcome. Nothing happened.
Never that fear came that I am alone in a society where I don't have anyone from my people?
No, that feeling didn't come. Because like as I said, the society was with me.
Okay.
The public were with me. They were giving their full support. But certain time, like for example, with a momentary anger, a man come with a gun and shoot me. So it is not, I cannot take it very casually also. So the situation was that he may be just giving a threatening or he may come. So you have to be ready for both. So unless you are ready to take a risk, you can't do anything. So my feeling was that I am trying for the good of my school children. So if I got to face a danger out of this, I will face it. You know, like I always say that thousands of people get killed in accidents for no fault of them. So if a person get killed for doing the duty, we accept it happily. So that was my principle always. So as you said, at that time I was not having any other influence or anything. Of course I had the support. So my advice to the young generation is, if you are afraid to take risk, you can't think of progress.
But like, I'm also taking some risk in my life, not going into that so-called settled job. This is legal struggle, connecting offices, shooting. From outside world, it looks easy, very easy, it's the life is so easy. What should be that boost up mindset? Now I am that focused key, I have to crack it because I don't have any option in background. So do you think having a plan B is okay, or having no plans makes some?
No, see, now we are in a complicated life. So if you are unidimensional, you have only one plan, then the chances of success are less.
Okay.
Always have a plan B. Always have a plan B. And without a plan B, it will be difficult to survive.
And like as you said, sir, you were a principal. I always wanted to ask this question. You have tackled many of the kids and still you are in the education department. Do you feel that conventional study is not the solution right now? Somebody has to be skilled in that soft skill, and other sectors also has to be good. In like 20 years down the line, if you are only good at studies and having good marks, you can survive. You can get into the good sectors. Do you think things have changed?
No, things have changed. Now, if only for example, only your academic performance is not going to help you.
Okay.
If you are good in a particular subject and you have a mark sheet with high grades, but you don't have skills or you don't have other talents, it will be difficult. So we have to adapt.